Celeb Savant is a career retrospective type interview focusing on singers, actors, and industry experts. Join Barrett Edelstein now as he dives into the entertainment world.
Israeli DJ and producer MR.BLACK is known for his unique future psytrance signature sound, a modern blend of psy, techno, and rave music infused with oriental elements. The distinct bridge crafted with his signature sound has led to collaborations and support from industry giants such as Tiesto, David Guetta, Hardwell, Vini Vici, Infected Mushroom, and many others. MR.BLACK has performed and toured at some of the biggest venues and festivals around the world, including Tomorrowland, Ultra, World Club Dome, Don't Let Daddy Know, World DJ Festival, as well as solo headlining club shows around the world. MR.BLACK has bridged his vision of music and technology, collaborating with forward-thinking companies and brands such as Tesla Motors, eToro, Azerion, and many others. Up next on Celeb Savant, we've got MR.BLACK. Where in the world are you and how are you doing?
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm here from Israel, Tel Aviv.
How did you choose the stage name MR.BLACK?
So this is like a really funny story. I had a psytrance project that since I was like 18, and the name was Black and White. We really like this color, and I was like, my partner was like extremely white, let's say, and people just start to call me as a nickname like Black. And when we separate this project, so I just keep this nickname and MR.BLACK.
Let's go to the very beginning. At what age, whether as a child or teenager, did you think, okay, I want to be in this creative world? And how did that journey progress?
To be honest, since I remember myself, I was like really falling in love with music, you know, and vinyls and stuff. My dad was have like lots of vinyls and good music. So every time since I remember myself, I was asking him to play me some records. And every time I had like ideas about music, you know, like maybe we change this, maybe we do like this in the production. I like hear the rhythm, and I think these vocals and this melody can fit, and it start like running in my head since I was very child. Like I remember myself 6 talking about music and production, and then I was, you know, I was like the kids that play music for the gang, for the kids, you know, the the birthday party and stuff, kind of DJ, you know. So I start, you know, like in birthday and private events, small private events for the school. And since there, I was working only with the music till today. I start producing around 17, like producing like professionally. I bought my first computer and learned the program, and I had lucky because my second track that I produced was like signed for the biggest psytrance label in the world. So I was in shock, but I have the skills, like I told you, as a DJ for the school. So it's like kind of knowing, you know, like kind of have the feeling what people want to listen, you know. So
Yes.
you know, I just keep learning and keep trying and keep pushing boundaries every day with equipment, with knowledge, and with the play for people.
Why were you shocked that your second single was signed to that label?
Because it was like when I saw this label, it was like a dream to work with. It was like, wow, I want to sign in this label, and you know, like I have no experience. And this is like my second production that I was like feel comfortable to play to someone, and A&R say, hey, let's make it a single. And that's why I was shocked, you know.
Are there or were there any aspects of the professional career that surprised you that you didn't think would be part of it? So you had these dreams and then you went fully steam ahead. What aspects of it are surprising?
There is many of them, but I have like my own vision. Yeah. So I'm thinking in my head, like, hey, I want to produce something and I want to make it like, for example, I did something with the Madonna back then. I produced something for Madonna. Yeah. So when I tried to produce something in my head, it was like already done. And I produce and I say, hey, she's gonna perform with this in the Grammy. And, I just build a story in my brain,
Yes.
like inside. But nothing really happened in the reality, it's just in my brain. And then when it's happened, it surprised me a lot. So I've got like this Madonna single, like when she performed at the Grammys. It's happened to me with the Cashmere when I did the first collab with him, with Tiesto when I make the official lyrics. Now with Hardwell and Vini Vici, my latest collab, it was very funny because I play at Ultra Miami at Vini Vici stage, and I make this Crazy People first version, right? And I wrote on the name Hardwell, Vini Vici, Mr. Black. But they didn't hear it even, it was in my head.
Yes.
And I was like, imagine that could be a nice collab. And I remember myself play, like in the stage of Vini Vici, this track, Crazy People. And in front of me at Ultra, Hardwell at the main stage, I saw him, on the main stage with all the fireworks and everything crazy. And I hear the crazy people, yeah. And I say, wow, I look at the CDJ, I see the title, and I say, okay, that's a good sign. So I was surprised as well, like in a nice way. And now it's history. It's like running very well now, the track. So I'm happy.
How do you create a song?
This is a beautiful question. I think there is so many ways to create a song. Sometimes I just watching a movie or something, or driving, and I have like a concept, like just, like two words running, and I feel like concept. And then I start building in my head, like, oh, maybe it needs some dramatic melody or something, but the drop have to be, very powerful or emotional melody. And I don't know, sometimes I just creating everything in my head, or get inspiration from movie, driving, food, even, how to make fusion, in the kitchen. So I took some Japanese culture and mix it, with Israeli stuff. So this is a nice fusion. So you go to the studio and you say, oh, maybe I can use some instrument from Japan and some Middle East chords or something, So
Yes.
you start to create some fusion stuff. And basically, I like to start with the concept. Concept is the most important for me as a creative, like the creative side come from concept, and then I can produce it.
So now when you're producing a new track, do you have it in your mind already that this will be a collaboration compared to a release by yourself? Or does that happen as you're actually producing it or creating it?
It changed, to be honest.
Okay.
Sometimes, yes, sometimes in the middle of the track, you understand that you got something that maybe could interesting other artists, or you got inspired by other track that you listen and say, hey, maybe if I take it to this direction, it could be a nice collab, like I did with Steve Aoki, for example. I was like working about single, just my own single, and then I was imagining, because I heard something that he play, if I use this kind of sound now, so maybe it could fit. So I took the sound, like try to play with it, and then send him, and then it's happened,
I get the impression that when these collaborations and all these things happen, and they're so surprising and you're so grateful and it's so exciting, what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is that every time there's a yes and there's a collaboration. You're just as excited and just as passionate, which is so nice because a lot of people, they get, they not disenchanted, they get like, they'll say yes. They will just say yes. They take it for granted. But you're still so
Yeah,
excited about all these surprises and collaborations, which I love.
of course, of course. For me, my motto is like it's only the beginning. Every time I wake up in the morning, I say I didn't do anything. I need to improve myself. I need to learn. I need some knowledge, and everything is beginning. It's just the beginning. So it's keep me excited. It's keep me motivated. It's keep me, with eyes open always. Like what's new? What is the new technology? What is the new sounds? What is the next trend? And it's more interesting, I guess.
Tell us about your latest releases, what you've got coming up, what you can tell us. I know it's secretive in your guys' world. So what can you tell us has just been released and what's coming up shortly?
Okay, so I start the year with release with G Project, which is my good friends, Free Your Mind. We released it on Alteza. It's Vini Vici label. I did other release with Hardwell and Vini Vici themselves. The name is Crazy People under Revealed Recording. I'm working now on something really special. I have like a big show, like symphonic. We call it MR.BLACK Symphonic Rave. It's me and some big orchestra and some new and old technology that we build with lasers that you can play MIDI on lasers. It's a lot of work because you need to focus, like 20 people players and to write all the orchestra for them. And this is like very not easy work. It's not my comfort zone, let's say, because it's much more people. I used to work with myself in the studio. It's okay, this is my comfort zone. I just close the door and it's easy. And now it's like big operation, a big team that helped me, working with the people. And we're going to build like different stage and tables, some very unique table for this show. So this is very excited, and I have like almost 7 tracks that ready to release. Some big collaboration coming. I can't tell, but some good music. I'm really happy with the style that I'm working now. The psytechno, it's like really get me excited. And I feel like very comfortable with this music because it's old school versus new school. So this is basically me because I love technology and I love old school, like old school feeling with new school technology and sounds.
Besides pushing you out your comfort zone, what was the inspiration to want to do the orchestra rave? How did the idea come to you and what was the motivation to do it?
It was my friend that showed me some shows like Jean-Michel Jarre and some other legends. I just got inspired, and he said like, "Hey, we have this rave. Why don't you make this live show with the orchestra?" And I said, "Yeah, why not? It's gonna take me like 1 month with no sleep, but I'm excited about it." So we just decide and give me the stage and give me the opportunity to take it like seriously. So I took it with 6 hands because I asked help and working around the clock. And this is really exciting because even the normal track, when you put the orchestra, on it, it's become big, massive, and harmony, and you have like a lot of space to create like big story. So it's lovely, and I love music, so I'm enjoy it.
So you referenced earlier that you asked people for help regarding this. Is that something easy for you to do because you're so structured in your routine, creating by yourself? Is it easy for you to ask for others for help, or is that a challenge that you're now working with?
You know what? I think it's a challenge. I think it's a challenge because you need to make them happy as well. You're not just asking for help. So you need to make them happy. You need to listen to lots of opinions and you need to decide yourself. But you have this help. So yeah. So in one hand, it's yeah, it's easy. And in the other hand, you say, hey, I need to understand. They have feelings, they have like opinion on everything. And you need like to make the glue between everyone. So yeah, it's challenging.
Now, what do you enjoy about performing live?
There is a lot of space to create storytelling. When you're performing live, it's not like you DJ and we are like I call it, I don't know if my English is perfect, but Ritalin generation. Like when everything is so fast.
Yes.
Everyone
the
like
Ritalin. Yes.
So this is how I in in my mind. So yeah, everything in my DJ set, every DJ set is so fast. They have to be in focus. If not, they are in the phone or they are talking with someone else or they go to other stage. So you need to catch the attention by your show, by I don't know, by your energy, by your music, by your mix, but everything. So it's so stressful sometimes with DJ set. But in live show, they see you play. Okay, we're gonna wait. I have 2 minutes intro. Wait. There is orchestra. You have the passion. They play the violins. So you can take your time. It's okay. Listen to music. You come to a concert. We are not in the highway. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay to stop and listen to music and to watch the show and look what we build. We put some decoration, then we change the clothes a little bit, and everything is different. So it's really exciting. I think it's beautiful. This is what I used to like when I go to concerts, to shows, to watch everything, not like to go to festival, DJ after DJ, like that. So it's something fresh for me.
But you still enjoy doing the DJ sets. This is just sort of a
course.
yes. You
Of
bring the
course, I
same
love it.
energy in. It's just a different iteration, different way to experience it.
Exactly. And I have more time to explain you my story, and I have like more freedom. I can stop, like and show you something on visuals or
Yes.
different styles. Because DJ set, you look at me, I guess, or screen or the rave, but that's it. There is not much going on stage.
Yes.
That's the big difference, I guess.
What else do you enjoy about your DJ sets?
I like to read the crowd. I like it. I like to get the feeling and the energy from them. I think like I'm like kind of magnet, like it start for me, touch them and come back, and I like this reaction, and I like to see sometimes that they don't like. When they like, it's everything easy and happy. You just smile, everything is beautiful, and that's it. But when you feel it's not the right moment, sometimes you play very early in festival, or the guys before you was too slow or too fast, and you need to create again to build the atmosphere for your sound, because I play mostly my own song, my own tracks. So yeah, so you have limit. I'm not like a DJ that coming, and play whatever I want. So I just, play the music that fits specific for the event.
Yes.
Sometimes, you need to play with your tools, and your tools is your own music. So when it's hard, it's challenging, but this is what I love also. I like to feel when it's hard and to take them. For example, I play in a yacht week in Croatia. Okay, and it start like people was after, everybody come from the yacht, and it was on the beach and beautiful club and everything was so beautiful, but my music is, I think it was too aggressive for that mood. Yeah, and I say, okay, I need to take them now. I remember what I told to myself. I need to take them to a journey now. Like they just put the legs in the water slowly, and slowly, I take them to the, like to swim like hard in the sea. Because if not, you lose them.
Yeah.
So I took them step by step. I took the tempo. Even my music, it's 140. I took it to 124 and start to build it, in very different way. Slowly, they found themselves in the middle of the ocean, like.
It sounds very much, though, for any artist in any situation, whether a band, whatever, it's all about the strategy when performing live. What song should I play here? How are we going to do this? It's not just like, okay, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to play this song, this song. It's all very strategic.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. I thinking about the key that I'm going to open. If the keys fit, the energy, sometimes I feel, like I don't want to start in high octave. I want to start more mellow. So I choose different key. So I need the intro. And sometimes the intro is not ready. So I create the intro live. I took some a cappella that I have and build, and mix it and create the intro live. And I think about harmony between the mix. For me, it's very important when I mix that it have to be like in the chords and to build moments, for the next key. And it's very strategic. Yeah, you're right. This is my feeling.
Absolutely. Now, you referenced earlier about reading the people and reading the room. Is that something that you've always been able to do and is easy, or you had to learn?
To be honest, I'm always thankful. It was like a gift for me, This is what I feel because I really feel people. Even when I talk to you now, I feel like I know you. We share moments, we share feelings, even though we just spoke like 20 minutes ago. So I think it's a gift for me, and I use this gift to make people happy around me. So I'm happy. This is what it's all about. I have music, you come to dance, which is amazing. So why don't we share, these great feelings together? That's why I can read, because I want to do my best to make you the best experience.
I love this next game. I know if I had to ask you this question tomorrow or the next day or the next day, I know your answer will be different every time. I'm not saying favorite. Very important. I'm not saying favorite. I'm just saying top of mind. If once we finish this conversation, you want to listen to 5 other artists, who would those artists be?
Okay, so I told you about the symphonic rave. So Hans Zimmer, Mozart. Also, I want to check Space 92. It's techno artist, really good, because now it's ultra. So I want to check, like the psytechno, where's the trend going for the ultra sets. Let's say Vini Vici and Daft Punk.
Mr. Black, the podcast is listened to throughout the world. As a final message, what would you like to say?
I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for the people that's supporting me. This is really important for me because I feel blessed that I can, like doing what I love, and people thank me and inviting me, like to play around the world. So this is totally a bless. So first of all, thank you to the world and to the people that's supporting. And for me, the most important is like, I want to have like, it sounds like cliche, but yeah, peace and love. That's it. I want to see happy people, smiling people, crazy people enjoying life. Very simple.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Celeb Savant. Please follow Barrett on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Celeb Savant. That's CelebSavant.